Hello and welcome back to another episode of Buy Now Sell Now Realty TV, guys. This will be a little bit different. I'm coming to you from my car because I just left, meeting a inspector for home inspection for this listing that I have, and I thought about something. I said, let me go ahead and do this video right now, guys. As y'all know, the biggest thing in the news this week for real estate, obviously with the government opening back up and all this kind of stuff. But one of the things that I think is a good idea, and remove politics from it, right? This new 50-year mortgage. Because y'all know one of the biggest problems we have, guys, one of the biggest problems we have is that you got to get younger people buying homes. You got to get younger people getting out of their parents' house, and you got to get them from being 5 or 6 to a two-bedroom apartment and that kind of thing. We need younger people buying a home and making it easier to get a home. And I think while some people say, well, man, look at how much more interest you're going to pay and that kind of thing. I'm taking a little bit of a different approach. Okay, again, take politics out of it. When President Trump brought it up, and I know it's going to happen, I think one of the things we got to do to make this work, and it'll actually be pretty simple, is it's a 1 year, 3 year, 5 year arm, and you cannot keep it past 5 years. You have to refinance it into a 15 or 30-year mortgage after 1 year, 3 year, or 5 years. It's up to you. But what the 50-year mortgage allows us to do is it allows more people to get into the doggone house. If y'all don't realize how hard it is to get people at a 30-year mortgage, the 50-year mortgage just makes it easier for access. Are they going to pay more interest? Yeah. But they're in a position where, look, they can't afford it any other way. So guess what? There's a cost of doing business. And if it means the banks will allow these people to have a house, if you finance it at a 50-year mortgage just to get them in, but then it's got to be it's something that's a temporary way to get you in, and you can't keep that mortgage in place for for more than 5 years. So in essence, if you do it like that, it's really a 35-year loan if you decide to refinance it into a 30-year loan, right? If you took the 5 year arm or 3 year arm or 1 year arm, you guys get the math. And a lot of people ain't talking about this, but you got to get people in the home first. Everybody, once they get in the home, they refinance. They always getting a lower interest rate and that kind of thing. Hell, banks call you once you get into it to save you money. But look at the access it will give people. And a lot of people are missing the point because of who it came from politically. But if you take the politics out, and again, as a real estate broker, I love the idea because if I can make it easier for people to sign on the dotted line versus chasing this lender or chasing this lender or getting turned down and all that emotional distress that gets put on a potential home buyer, guys, when you're an agent, you see it all. And when you got to call somebody and tell them they couldn't get in because they don't qualify based on the debt to income ratio, and that the bank's not willing to do it because they just don't see it. Again, I think you use it as an entry level. I think you use it as an entry level mortgage. I think you do it for first time home buyers, and I think you have to be under the age of 25 to get it. You have to be under the age of 25 to get it. First time home buyer, which means it's guaranteed by the FHA, can only be an FHA program or USDA Rural Development Program. Has to be government backed, has to be less than 25. Has to be less than 25 to apply and be approved. And guess what, guys? You got 1 to 5 years before you have to change it into a 30 year, 50, 15 year, something less, or 30 years or less, right? That's what the key has to be. This has to be designed for young people. If you are over 25, you should be qualifying for something else. And again, guys, I don't need a whole 15, 12 minute or 12 minute or 15-minute video on this. I like the idea because it's an entry level product that gives you access. And once you get access, then you can matriculate, kind of similar to college. Sometimes I just need an easier path to get in. But once I get in, it's my job to make sure I do what it takes to stay there. And that's what I like about this 50-year mortgage because keep the process going faster, make it easier for more people to get in and get out of their parents' house without them being in so much debt. And then, guys, they can transfer to another mortgage once they get in it, man. You guys get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the 50-year mortgage. Are you a fan, or do you think it's a ripoff? Are you worried about the interest or anything like that? Give me your thoughts on how you would make the 50-year mortgage work, man. If you hadn't already, get in the description. Make sure you go down to the link, man, with the foundation. We are going to be building it up to help these exact young people with closing costs and down payment assistance. We are going to build this foundation up give us a try, man. It's completely deductible 501c3. We are gonna build this thing up so that we can help more and more people get the American dream. Follow me on all the socials, man. If you need any help with real estate, DM me. I'm always here, guys. Make it a great week, and we will talk to you soon.